Hello, this is Bino. Welcome back to my channel. Today what I wanted to do is talk about tree identification. It's really important to understand trees if you're in the tree trade. A lot of different trees require a lot of different types of work. Some are fast growing, some are slow. So what you do with a tree is really important. Today what I wanted to do is talk about twig anatomy and a little bit of phyllotaxy, which is the arrangement of shoots on a twig. All right, let's get to it. Here we have a twig from a liquid amber rotunda loba. So what I want to start off with this guy right here. He's the terminal bud, also known as an apical meristem. So this guy is packed full of energy and hormones. He's like the ringleader of the branch. He suppresses the other buds that are on the sides, and he grows to his max potential. So he's really important. Now, down from him, you're going to see these lateral buds. They're also known as axillary buds. And they're going to grow where a petiole starts. So you go down the branch, you could see the other buds starting. So with this guy, if he is missing, if he gets cut off in a bad way, then what you're going to find is something called a latent bud. A latent bud is a bud that wasn't there before. It's under the bark. And because he is lopped off or cut off in just a blunt cut, all his energy is released to the branch. The tree kind of feels like it's being attacked and it needs to regroup its growth. Now, on the other hand, if you remove this bud to a lateral bud, now that other subordinate bud will turn into the terminal bud. He'll be the kingpin again. Most of the energy will go back to the bud that's cut too, and you'll have less of these adventitious buds growing everywhere. Anyhow, that's kind of what a terminal bud and a meristem or apical meristem bud is. And the lateral buds, they come off the side. On the twig, you're also going to find these lenticels. These are tiny little holes. These tiny little holes are where gas exchange occurs. So you get oxygen and carbon dioxide coming through these, almost like what a leaf does when it's doing on its normal way of growing. So you go further down, you'll have these things called bud scale scar. Now, bud scale scar, it shows you how much a tree will grow in a season. So from here to the tip, that's how much it grew in this season. Then you go further down to the next bud scale scar, and you can see how far it grew the season prior. So just something to know about twigs. Then the next thing I wanted to talk about is something called phyllotaxy. And what phyllotaxy is, it's bud arrangement on a shoot. There's three different types. You've got alternate, you have opposite, and you have whorled. And I want to show you what they are. First, I'm going to start on this Chinese pistache, and this one has an alternate arrangement. So if you go down the shoot, you'll notice where the bud is. You'll see the petiole of a leaf, where it swells, and then you'll see a bud. Now wherever that bud is, the next one is alternating from here to here, and now it's on the opposite side, but it alternates from here to here, and you'll go all the way down the shoot, and you'll see it alternates. So this is considered an alternate arrangement. And if you go over to the guava here, this guava has an opposite arrangement. So you'll go to where the bud is, and just directly opposite of that bud, you'll see another one. And it goes that way all the way down the branch. Now, even if it's kind of skewed, you'll see that there's a bud here, and opposite that one, you have another one. So the arrangement on this guava is opposite. Now, on this Brisbane box here, the arrangement is whorled. Now, at every bud is where you're going to find your arrangement. And you'll see where this bud is, it's whorled around the bud. Now, if you go back, so prior, there was a bud over here. You can see how the petioles were whorled around where that bud used to be. And you can do it all the way down, the stem. Those are the three different types of phyllotaxy on trees. It's important to know, every tree is a little bit different, And some trees only grow alternate, some grow opposite, and some grow whorled. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is the abscission zone on the twig. So you'll notice that you have the leaf petiole and then it swells. So this little section here is known as the abscission zone. What happens is this branch also has xylem and phloem cells, and what xylem and phloem cells are, they bring water and nutrients up to the tree, and the phloem cells will, after the leaf, water and nutrients go to a leaf, it creates food, and then it will send back the food back through the phloem cells. So over here in this section, those cells reduce in size. So when the leaf, a leaf is only meant to live for so long, and then it'll fall off. So what happens is this leaf, I'll just pop it off here, you pop it off. So now after you pop it off, this section right here will callus over really quickly. So if they do it on their own, they kind of seal off and then they drop. So that way it's not an open wound to the tree. So that's kind of what an abscission zone is. Well, that was a video on tree identification and specifically for twig anatomy. Also in phyllotaxy. Those subjects are very important because in tree identification, they're on every single tree and it's a good way to help identify. It's important to identify the trees that you want to be working in, or if even just for your personal gain. This is a basic beginnings of tree identification. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you like what we do, and by all means, share our videos with friends. All right, take care. We'll see you next time.